everyone, it is Demo Donna here, and I know you've been waiting for me to do this live, especially those who have purchased this kit and weren't able to come to our Christmas in July class. So I am going to go ahead and give you all the tips and tricks on how to put together this really fun pop-up 3D set here. And I do still have some kits available, and I put the link up top. And then I'm also using all Pink and Main products. So when you place any of your orders at Pink and Main after watching one of my videos, if you head on over to pinkandmain.com, and when you check out, you use code DEMODONNA, that just lets them know that I sent you there. So I really appreciate you just taking that extra typing and adding DEMODONNA to the code. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the die kit that creates this really fun set. Mine is very well loved, so it's not put back into here as pretty as it should be. But this is the holiday scene dies. I put the link to this kit as well as the flocking and the chunky glitter that I used. And this kit comes with everything. So it comes with the dies to create the base. Then you've got all of these extra added. You've got the trees, you've got the Santa and a reindeer, the houses, the snowman. So everything in here, and the happy holidays. And then you've got the really pretty dies with the stitching on the sides to create the edging of your card, like so. And the awesome thing is it folds up flat. That's why I love these envelope dies. Okay, so I just realized, that I need a black pen. A Sharpie will work. Okay, so here is everything in your kit. You get enough to make 2 cards in all of my class kits. So everything is pre-cut. The decorative gold paper, you're gonna get 2 different styles. I got these out of a decorative gold paper pad, so I do not have enough for them to be the same in all the kits, so everyone got different styles, but I really enjoyed the way they all turned out. They all turned out really pretty, the different designs. You're also gonna get your trees cut out, and I did some glitter paper trees, so you can see that has a little bit of sparkle to it. The homes, you're gonna get your cracked glass, and you're also going to get your sparkling cashmere, a sample of each of those. But again, these are available at Pink and Main, and I put the link in the description. And you're also gonna get your reindeers, all the goodies you need to create this. And then the dimensional embellishment are from HAI Supply. They have a ton of great stuff. Make sure you check them out, and you get a discount there when you use code DEMODONNA. So definitely check out what they have to offer, some really cool stuff. Okay, so some tricks to creating this. The first thing you want to do is assemble, and I think I'm going to use this paper for today. We'll use this one. So I'm going to set this one aside, take all my extras, since you just need 1 of each. There we go. And if you think sometimes that you just have 1, the paper might be stuck together, and you really do have 2. All right. To create your card base, I am simply going to fold in both ends here, and they are scored. And you're folding towards you. So that is 1, and then 2, and then fold the second one here in. And that is how you start. So you can see you're just creating the base of that envelope. Okay, this is going to be the front, and these are going to be the 2 inserts. Now, when you're laying this all out, you do want to be mindful of the placement of everything. So I like a mountain in the front here on the opposite side of my reindeer. Oh, did I want to do this one? I think I wanted to do this one. Yes, I did. But as you can see, you could lay it out differently. But I liked the way this one looks. And I'm going to put my reindeer on this side. So I am going to want it to go mountain on the right and then a mountain on the left. So you want them to be on separate sides. So make sure you're using 2 different ones. Important things. We are first going to adhere our decorative paper on the back. So I am going to flip this guy over, add some glue. And when you're recreating this, you could always do some really beautiful gold foil paper that you create using some of the Pink and Maine foilables, which would be really pretty. All right, so I am going to center that. And since it's so pretty, I want it nice and close to the top. So that is where I positioned it. I scooted it up just a little bit more. All right. And you know, I think I'm just gonna glue on my Santa and its reindeer. So if you receive this in the kit, I left them with the backing because these are really fragile little guys. So when you pop this out, you are going to very delicately remove Santa and his reindeer. There we go. There's a really thin line on the little sleigh leash. They told me in class, so helpful, what it was called. All right, so I am very gently, I don't want to rip anything. There we go. So if you have this die at home, just be really careful when you cut that out. Okay. And now I'm gonna add my adhesive. I don't need too much. Just do a couple dots here and there. Cute little reindeers. And I'm gonna do, I'm kind of jumping off the card. We're gonna go right about there. That will work for me. But you could see how fine that die is, tiny little pieces. So be very careful when you are removing it from your cutout paper. I think that's the only thing you have to be super careful about. Everything else is just kind of piecing it together and lots of fun. So that's the only thing you have to really pre-do before you assemble your card. And now again, I'm gonna make sure I have my mountain on the left side on the back and the right side on the front. You can also, I think in my class I used tape and glue. So if you want to really secure this down, you can use your double-sided tape as well. And I'm going to put it right on top there. So that is first side glued down. And there is my second side glued down. I always like to push it in with my finger tools. Okay, there is the first mountain and the second one. I'm going to fold these guys back again. Add my adhesive on both sides. And then layer that right in there. And you're going to, there's these lovely little arches, we'll just call them. And you're basically gluing to the top of them, to the front and top. And that is how easy it is to assemble your card. We've got one more section left, which is this front one here. And I'm going to take that decorative paper and just go right on top. You could even antique the edges of all of these papers, which would be really pretty as well. Just center that. There we go. And I am just going to finish our assembly here with this front panel and then the two side panels. And you can see how easy, once you get it the first time, you can crank out a bunch of these bad boys. And that is the nice thing about having all the dies. You can just make as many as you want. A great little project for Christmas cards. I don't know if you'd want to make 100 of them, but I know some of you are very ambitious. Oh, hi, Misty. I know a few of you have been popping on and off. Hi. Thank you for joining me. I know it's been a while. Summers are always tricky because we travel a lot. So I tried to do a couple of lives during the summer, but for the most part, hung out with the family. But school is almost back. So I get my days of working home alone again, designing some fun classes for you guys, hopefully doing more lives. Okay, there is the assembly of our card base. Really fun, really easy. And once that's all nice and dry, you get a pretty flat card. Make sure that's stable. Again, using a little bit of adhesive tape wouldn't hurt. Would definitely help. Wouldn't hurt. Okay, so there is the base of my card, and now we get to do the fun stuff. So to get started, we are going to add our flocking. Oh good, you just got this set. That's awesome. I love to hear that. It's really fun. I love all the goodies. Love them. I love the separate little homes. All the stuff. The Santa and his reindeer. And I can't wait to see the different things you do to it. Something, ooh, add some foiling with it. Okay, so my little reindeer here, I used some light brown. I used some basically craft paper, and then I stuck a double-sided adhesive sheet over it, then cut out my die. So basically I did strips and then cut out my die. So maybe 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches, and then cut my die out. So now I have a very sticky little reindeer here. And that is when the use of right here, sparkling cashmere, and because I have the container, I'm just gonna use the container. And if you've never used flocking before, I've got a little glitter in there. And it's still in there. There we go. Or not. Okay, if you've never used flocking before, it is just like glitter. So with flocking, you need to add it to an adhesive, glue or an adhesive tape. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle this all over my reindeer. And I know this looks like a tiny little bit, but that will be plenty to cover your 2 reindeers and give you an opportunity to play with flocking, especially if you've never used it before. And then, if you love it, you can go head on over to Pink and Main, do a little shopping, use code DEMODonna so they know I sent you. I love when I get a call, hey, were you using this product? We got a lot of orders for it. So thank you everyone again. I didn't know my code was still a thing, so I kind of stopped telling people to use it, but it is. So that's lovely. Okay. I put the sparkling cashmere back in its container, and now you have this fluffy but sparkly, cute little reindeer. And as you could see, I did it on the craft paper. If I did it on the white paper, it would be much lighter because the flock is somewhat transparent. So just keep that in mind if you wanted to do a solid flocking. And I'll show you, this is a little strip of gray flocking on white paper. So you could see it's not 100% opaque. So same would have happened here. I would have probably had different little splotches of that beautiful flocking. So if you're using a similar color background paper, that fixes all those issues. Okay, we are going to, I just added a little drop of glue on my reindeer's nose, and I'm just gonna drop down his cute little Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Should we use Demo Donna when we order tomorrow on the new release? Oh no, you can use Demo Donna whenever you want. Gosh, is it already tomorrow? That is so exciting because there's so many cool things coming out that I've just been dying to play with. So that's good to hear. I swear, sometimes these weeks fly by way too fast. Okay, so we are gonna put the light in our homes, and this is how I did it. I just simply, so I took this little strip of yellow paper that you're gonna get in your kit, and I just went ahead and, so my home is obviously this big, and I kind of just put that right to the end of the window, and then I'm gonna trim. There we go, and then I'm just gonna flip that over, add some glue. You don't need much because you're gonna be gluing this down again. And then just cover up those windows. And it is something magical. When you use yellow and brown together, it really does look like the lights are on. It's pretty cool. Okay, and I'm gonna repeat with my other two. There we go. Just add a little glue and cover up my windows. There we go. House number 2 done. And then house number 3. And this would look really cute too with other sayings that you have. Like obviously you can do a Merry Christmas, or you could do a bunch of snowflakes on this in the background, which would be so fun. It is such a cute card. I have had it, this was part of my first big shipment from Pink and Maine. And I was just waiting and waiting and waiting to use this die set. So lots of fun. All right, I've got my 3 houses ready to go, and this is enough for your other 3 houses, so I can set that aside. And now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of build my scene. So I'm gonna do my 2 smaller houses up here. I'm just gonna grab my glue, and I'm gonna go house number 1. And I went all the way up on top on this first one, but you can actually pull your house down a little bit. It doesn't have to be on the tippy top. So this one, I am pulling my house down just a little bit, especially then it doesn't cover up as much of my Santa. I'm gonna grab a tree. Maybe we'll go right there with it. House number 2 can be a little higher up. There we go. Maybe you don't want a crooked house. Well, that would be my house. I have the gift of making everything crooked. Okay, I'm gonna do a sparkly tree. There we go. You can also obviously add this stuff to it before you assemble it, but I just wanted to show you how to crank these out kind of all at once. All right, let's now go ahead and do our scene down here. I'm going to take my big house. There we go. And we'll do some more trees. We'll do the big sparkly one here. Living in Minnesota, there's so many beautiful pine trees. And I look at them and I'm like, oh, if that was in my front yard, it would be covered with Christmas lights year round. It would have white lights on it. Luckily for my neighborhood and for my electric bill, I do not have a giant Christmas tree in the front of my house. Because let me tell you, I'm not kidding. I love lights. All right, I'm happy with my trees. You get some snowmen. I threw in the big one, which comes in the kit, and a little one. And I don't have, I don't even think, well, we'll just use this. I had a Sharpie, but I think I'm just gonna use just a regular ballpoint pen. And I'm gonna take my little snowman. Well, I might have to use my Sharpie. Oh, I found what I was looking for. I have a fine tip Sharpie. Yay. So this is how I'm trying to, here we go. I really don't want to draw on my table. So just draw a straight line and then color your hat in black. And there is snowman number 1. And then I'm going to do the same for my second snowman if I could pick him up. Draw a line straight across and then fill in his hat. Pretty simple. You can also, if you really want, die cut out snowmen in black if you have the die, and then just cut them off and glue them onto your white snowmen. Whatever works for you. Okay, I am gonna take this guy and put it right here. And then we are gonna take the little one. And I think I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna go on this side. Switch things up a little bit. Getting crazy. There we go. We really didn't have enough snow for big snowmen this year. I think I had a tiny one for a little while, but that was it. Okay, now the fun part. Again, you get a sample of the cracked glass in your kit, but I'm going to use my jar. And I am simply going to add my glue and just do a nice big pile of glue. And you can go as low as you want. Remember, you have a sample, but if you've purchased it, there we go. Okay, and now I'm just gonna sprinkle. I'm going to take my finger tool and I'm just going to lightly tap that on. Same with the back. I'm not really pushing it down. I'm basically just tapping, lightly tapping the weight of the cracked glass so it all sits into the glue. And look at how fun and pretty that is. And like I said, there's enough in here. You have a nice little sample. But if you purchase the jar of the cracked glass, you can go and really fill up your hill. You can add a lot more in there. Now I'm going to show you guys a trick too. I think I mentioned this in the class, but I'm not sure if I did it or not. But you can do, I did snow on the homes here on the top, But as you can see, the cracked glass is transparent. There we go. It's not comparent. It is transparent. Oh, and good. The lawnmower guys are here. Okay, I was gonna show you guys the white pen technique. Oh, good, I found it. Phew. Okay, so I am gonna take my little jelly roll pen. We'll do it on this guy. I just wanted to show you that you can actually add a little snow. My landscaping guys always come at the right time, so they say hi. I really was waiting patiently for them to finish, and I forgot about the blowing of the leaves part. Okay, this guy, I don't want to push it down on my glue, so I'm just gonna scribble. This is a really amazing gift that I have of scribbling. So I know the talent today is just off the charts. I'm a little rusty. Gotta like scrape off the cobwebs of summer. Get back out there. Okay, so as you can see, I very sloppily colored my roofs with just a little scribble. And that way, when I go back, I don't know why this guy keeps blowing bubbles on me. When I go back and add my glue on my rooftop, it'll actually stay white and look more like snow. And if I didn't mention this in the class, I'm very sorry. But I think I did. Mind you, that was almost 2 months ago. I'm sure someone watching or rewatching will be able to answer that question. Okay, sprinkle some of that cracked glass. Again, a light little tap. It's just so light that I just want to make sure that it is nice and adhered. Give it a good flick. And now you could see the difference. Mind you, the glue is still wet, but you could see now the white roofs versus just the iridescent. So it does have a little bit of that snowy feel. Kind of lost the roof here a little bit, but that's okay. You can squeeze that glitter back in. There we go. All right, so now my base of these is totally done. I'm just looking at this now and how crooked it is. Perfect. I've got my signature on it. All right, tap that off. And now we work on the layout of the front. I like to put my little reindeer on first, so then the seine can actually overlap on top of the reindeer versus covering up the happy holidays. So just something to consider. I'm gonna flip my adorable little reindeer over. I'm gonna add some glue. So cute. And these kind don't eat your plants. So, you know, Rudolph never ate anyone's plants. He's very polite. Okay, flip over my happy holidays. This would be really pretty in a red glitter paper, which I did not have, or adding some really pretty red glitter accents with your glue pen. So if you wanted to just add a little something extra, that would look really nice. I mean, the holidays are all about sparkling up everything, right? I know I'm not alone on this. I know I'm with my people. I know you guys are with me. I'm just gonna hold this down a little bit longer because it's over the flocking. So just make sure that's nice and adhered. And now I have my cute holiday scene die card completed. Like I said, I do have a couple of these kits left. So if you would like a pre-cut out kit to make 2 cards sent to you, you can click on the link, which will take you to the Etsy shop. And then everything else is pink and main. And you could simply click on those links and scoop up all of those products. Again, I so appreciate if you use code DEMODonna, because then it lets me know, lets them know. I know where you came from, but it lets them know that you watched one of my videos. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for being patient. I know this class was 2 months ago, so thank you guys for being so patient. And I hope to see you really soon. Again, school's almost back in session, so I definitely plan on doing more lives here and have some upcoming classes for you guys in September so we can get back to having fun together with our classes. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.